everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Bella here. In today's tutorial I created this gold glitter halo look for you guys, so if you want to see how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. So the first thing that I did was I used my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer to prime my eyelids, and then I went in with a damp beauty sponge afterwards and then some translucent powder to set that in place. The next thing that I did was I grabbed my Pop Beauty Prismatic Pop Highlighter in the shade Celestial Light, and I used that to highlight my brow bone. And then next I went into the Morphe 3502 palette and I grabbed this really light sand color as my transition shade in the crease. Just going in back and forth motions. Next I took this orange shade and a more defined angled brush, and I just started to create the line in my crease, and we will go ahead and blend that out after. But I love using this type of brush for this step because you have a lot of control over the product, and it's a really good tip if you tend to take your eyeshadow up too far. Next I went back in with that same brush and the same light brown shade just to really blend out that line. Next I went into this red shade in the palette. This has to be my favorite shade in the palette because it's so vibrant, and I used the same brush going over that same exact spot that we just applied the orange shade, going in back and forth motions, and then taking that orange shade and then the first shade that we went into, I'm going to be blending that right over that line, going in back and forth motions once again. Next I'm going to be taking this beautiful brown shade and a much smaller defined brush, and I'm just going to be going in back and forth once again, but lower in the crease. And by building up the color slowly, it's going to look a lot more blended than if we were to just go in with that shadow straight away. And next I'm going back in with the same blending brush that we've been using just to really diffuse that line because we do not want any harsh lines in the crease. Next I'm going to be taking my concealer once again, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my eyelid. And then we're going to go in with some translucent powder to set that in place. And you want to really make sure to set that in place because if you don't, it's going to move around and it's going to be hard to blend the shadows over. Then I went back in with that orange shade once again, and I did use a flat shader brush for the step, and I just put that on my inner and outer corner, just going in really light tapping motions, and I was just really trying to apply it in the most blended way possible, if that makes any sense. We do not want any harsh lines, especially on the lid. Then I went back in with that darker brown shade, and we're just going to be repeating the same steps, going in back and forth motions, only on the inner and outer corner of the eyelid. For glitter, I used my BH Cosmetics glitter in gold, and I used the NYX glitter primer as my adhesive, and I just packed that on the center of my eyelid. For lashes, I used my Sofie Bella Jamaica lashes, and the link for these lashes will be in the description box for those of you that want to check it out. And next I went in with some black pencil for my waterline. And then taking the same shades that we used in our crease, we're going to be throwing them on our lower lash line. So I'm using the first really light shade and then going in with that red shade. And then we're going back in with a fluffier brush just to really blend that out and make sure it's nice and diffused. And then I went ahead and added some lower lash mascara, and this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.